Hey guys, how are you? It's Jeff from the Tattooed Spirit, and I haven't posted in I think over a week. Things have been crazy, very very busy, and I just wanted to do a fun little video. And actually, it's going to be an unboxing of a deck that you've seen a million times. I bet this video will probably get 10 views because everyone has seen this 8-coin tattoo tarot. I was really excited, and I tried to get this before it got released by US Games, whenever it was still an independent deck. But they had stopped production on it because I guess they were working out all the details and contracts with the big distributor. And I'm really excited that I got distracted with other things and I forgot about it until I found on Amazon that, it says now available. So I don't know what the difference is between whenever it was an independent deck to now the big release with the US Games. But anyway, I loved the deck when I first opened it. But I just decided to do some coloring on it because I didn't like the white borders. So as much as you've seen this deck before, you're going to see it again. And probably not much commentary. I just got excited and had a lot of fun down here in the office for like the last 3.5 hours. Yes, I pulled out my markers and just started going to town on them. And so let's just kind of get started. Here we go. Let's just start at the top. It came ordered in the number that the artist created the cards. And you probably know that from the last 35 people that have done unboxings of the Tattoo Tarot. But I ordered them in the way just so we can kind of sort of keep track of them. But it has one of the coolest fools that I've ever seen. I love the idea that there's a snake there, kind of like you don't even realize just all the hazards, the kind of things, because you're feeling so positive about doing whatever you're going to be doing. Love that fool. This is one of the coolest magicians. It's just a hand. It really sort of defies all the whole idea of like bringing down the power of that which is above down to manifest into the earth. And I actually don't even think it has the. It does have the coin, the pentacle, and the cup and the wand in there. So it's just a cool image. It's cooler with my black borders that I put in. Everything's cooler with black borders. The High Priestess is kind of cool, kind of solemn. I like the veil kind of being in front of her. It's kind of a nice little change. The idea that you're still viewing, normally it's behind, but I like the veil being, in front of her. It's part of her, it may actually be part of her dress. I don't really know. It's kind of like you're still seeing over it. That's whenever you're using your intuition. I love that card. The Empress is I thought the Empress card kind of stood out as being the most cartoony of them all. This is not my favorite card. It looks a little bit better with the black border, but it kind of looked kind of coloring book. I didn't appreciate the shading too much. Not appreciate, but I thought it could have been more tattooy. But still really sick. Absolutely great card. The Emperor turned out great with the black borders. How about that? Anytime orange and black gets together, it's just fantastic. Rather than being on the crown with the rams on the corner, this dude's got a ram as a crown. The ram's on the throne. Now this guy has the ram as the crown, which is really great. Symbol of the Yonk there. The Hierophant turned out really great. The Hierophant turned out wonderful. This looks a lot cooler with the black borders. I don't really understand what the crow is all about. I got to sort of maybe research what crow means. Maybe Jennifer Ball with her Animal Spirits deck can kind of give me a clue what the whole crow and the Hierophant has to do with anything. The Lovers is a great card with the black border. That's a magnificent tattoo. No people, really. It's just two serpents intertwined. All right, man. I can roll with that really easy. The Chariot's completely a separation from what I expected. There's no sphinxes, there's no horses, there's no donkeys, there's no lions pulling any chariot at all. It's just a guy there, man. Total success of the worldly influences. He's still coming out of that same town. That's cool. It's to the rider weight, obviously. Strength is a pretty sick card. She's wearing a lion headdress. The Infinity, I was really happy that was there. I wonder if the Infinity is in the Magician at all. No. Nope. The Infinity is not in the Magician. I kind of like whenever you line them up, how they're above each other like that. I always thought that was kind of great. So, yeah, the Strength has the Infinity. But I think that's the only Infinity in the whole deck. Oh, man, look at this crazy cool Hermit. Look at that Hermit with the black borders. Whoo, man. What's inside his lamp? Oh, the hell, looks like the alien from The Simpsons. I don't know what the hell that thing is. Haven't even cracked the book. This is probably one of the very, very few books that I'll probably ever read that comes along with the deck, just because the deck is so interesting. The Wheel of Fortune looks great. Immediate recognition because of the symbols in the wheel and with the borders. Absolutely a sexy ass card. Justice is all right. This gets kind of into more like the comic book type of look. Sorry, creator. Lana Zellner, not so crazy about this particular drawing of Justice. Not so hot. I thought the Hanged Man was a bit of not so much for me. You know, really, really, I mean, I appreciate taking some liberties. Listen to me judging. I appreciate the artist took some liberties, but this is a little bit too far from the Hanged Man that I approve of. All right. Oh, this is by far the best card with the black borders. Look at this. This is tattoo written all over it. The absolute coolest death card. I mean, as far as this type of cartoon strong coloring deck, you know, I mean, really, the Pagan Otherworlds is the Pagan Otherworlds. Oh, but this, as far as just actually being a tattoo and being so beautiful with the lighting, fantastic. I'm going to keep that separate. I'm not even going to put that in the pile with all the others. Temperance is a bit of a departure. Not so much, you know, the idea of anything tempered in this. Got these balance with these beams of red light coming up. The banner's kind of cool. It has a book open, it looks like. All right. All right. I recognize it as Temperance because it says Temperance. That's about it as far as the imagery speaks to me. The Devil's kind of all right. I wouldn't mind having a male and female figure. You know, that speaks to me. But hey, man, for those things that don't serve you, I guess just having two people chained up in front of you, well, it could serve some people. Those were the days. All right. But hey, man, that's a pretty cool devil card. That's a pretty cool devil card. The tower looked kind of great with the black borders. Really kind of cool about that. Really kind of cool about that. Is there a lightning bolt in there? No lightning bolt. A lot of these towers aren't having the traditional lightning bolt coming in. I think a tattooed lightning bolt is always kind of cool. Lots more smoke. Lots more smoke. And you know what? There's no bodies coming off of that tower. All right. Doesn't matter. Don't need them. Shit is falling apart. All right. The star's kind of cool. Again, with the black borders, man, tattoos, man, the more black you put around it, the more the light stands out. And I think this star is just a great card. Really, really wonderful. The moon was interesting. This is like, what the crap is going on here? We got the crayfish just, you know, in the phases of the moon. Complete departure, you know? But that's cool to bring that fear back into everyday waking life. New understandings. I'm cool with that. The sun is just a happy card. The sun's a happy card. You know, they got the banner that says the banner, you know, rather than on the flag. And, yeah. This is, I would say this is quite a departure, but it is just a happy card. Look at that. Joyful movement forward. Little details. Really fine little details in that card. Yeah, really, really fun deck. Judgment is my biggest disappointment. It has this, like the literal judgment by like the devil in heaven thing and sending and damnation. Oh God, that just drives me a little bit crazy. So not how I find value in this very beautiful card, but easy to look over whenever you're doing it, just as in looking at it as an artistic standpoint. What an unfortunate interpretation, I feel. What an unbelievable, unfortunate interpretation of such a magnificent card to pull. It's going to take a lot of explaining whenever you pull this up, and someone's just like, why are you explaining like this? Isn't this like the worst thing in the world to be judged? I'd be like, oh, God. Lana, where did you get that from? The world. Well, you know, I guess there's a book for everybody, right? Not that I'm judging. My God, that kind of sounded like a judgment. It's just not how I understand it. That's not what I was raised with. Just a judgment like that. And then the world's just beautiful. The world's beautiful. Real departure here. There's no circular, really there's no figure that you can see the full figure. That could have been different, but I mean, it says it big enough. The world, you can't miss that. All wonderful in black borders. All wonderful, wonderful majors. Let's talk about this air suit. I did the air suit with these gray borders, like a smoky gray, like clouds, you know. I like this, kind of literally showing the brain, showing the mind, showing, you know, all these cognitive functions of thought. I thought this was a great literal transition. This card gave me a chuckle whenever I saw it. It really gave me a chuckle. And I dug out the sword, you know, pierced the, the crown, just the idea that you got to cut through the illusions. And yeah, that's a great card. That's a great card. 2's a beautiful card. Doesn't show this particular woman on a... Oh, it actually does show her on sitting down. This is just a wonderful platform card in other decks. But the dark sky is really great. The big moon, any type of influence like that's wonderful. The water behind her is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite cards too. 3, I expected something totally different. More of a balanced, more of the traditional, just a really cool tattoo heart with 3 swords perfectly symmetrical. But the swords aren't symmetrical, but the image is gorgeous. Is she blindfolded? What's the story there? No, just blackened. Just blackened. All right. All right. Cool image. I actually don't know if you can appreciate my borders. It kind of looks like white, but it's a really cool gray like a cloud. I don't really resonate with this card. This 4 of swords, don't really get the idea that this is sort of like the structure of the mental suit. You got to remove yourself from it to be able to find some answers. I really kind of don't get it from this, but now that I know the card, I know what it is. 5. 5s. Some life difficulty in there. Interesting, because we have this guy right there, and then it's, there's another figure here experiencing some sorrow, some loss, someone got wronged, and then it's through the eye of perception. So this has this inferred, that positive spin within it that, you can look at this a different way because it's going through the eye of perception about this particular situation. So I appreciate the positive spin on this. I love that. Great. This is just a wonderful 6. All 6s just put a nice, just soft smile on my face, and that's how wonderful. It's like the artist card, It's just so beautiful. Let that ship sail. Beautiful dark skies. A lot of dark skies, but of course that makes sense because dark is good. Look at this 7. Look at that little character. Look at that sexy little character walking away, but not getting all of them, right? That's right. She couldn't get all of them. Oh. Maybe she should have asked for help. This is 8. That's an oddly symmetrical card for an 8 of swords. You don't really get that she doesn't have to be, restrained or holding there. Great card, though. Oh, the 9. The 9. This is a torturous card. This is a dark card. That's a dark card. I most think about whenever I see this 9 of swords come up, I almost always go straight to what's the decision, you know what I mean, that you're trying to make. What is bothering you? This is what keeps you up at night. Hopefully not torturing you like that. Wonder what those symbols are on the wrist. If anybody understands what those symbols are, could you message me below, please? I'd appreciate it. That's a card that's going to get your attention. Here we go. This is 10. This is 10. I love the idea that you're paralyzed with all these things going on. And your mind, literally your hands are right off of you. Torn away. Disturbing card, but hey man, the only thing doing this to you is you. Is it in the eye? The sword's in the eye. I like that theme of the perception of the situation could possibly be reframed a little bit. And then we get into the pages. I notice that the pages are all females. I'm cool with that. That's an easy thing for me. The most passive of the court cards. I think that's very appropriate and beautiful. Right thing. Is that a dove? It's just some sort of bird. Cool. What do you got here? Obviously the knight. The knight is riding two horses. The knight is riding two horses, right? That's moving in. How about that? How about that for courage right there? What, is it coming out of something? I don't know what the hell that big gold thing is. Maybe that's just a decoration. I don't know. I don't know. The Queen of Swords is not really a character at all. Not really a character at all. Huh. All right. Here we go. How about this? The King of Swords is a character. Looking a little ominous, looking a little bit angry. You know? I don't think that would flavor my reading, because I know this King of Swords to be, oh man, very straight-laced. Very straight-laced. Okay, that gets us into the next suit. The cups. When you think a thought, you're going to have an emotion. Here's a new emotion. Here's a new feeling for you. Such a beautiful card. I did this to like the color of water, but I did it over a couple times. Now it actually looks purple, which is probably even more appropriate, because the purple, the red, the green, and black are the traditional tattoo colors. So as I kept on going over this watery blue over and over again, I kept on getting more purple, and I was thrilled with the result. It's a gorgeous card. Gorgeous card. The more I look at it, the more it can kind of get lost in the different symbolism. This is being presented by two hands from the bottom rather than the side, from the, that cloud, the traditional imagery, RWS. Is it too? If that card doesn't say unions, nothing does. I like that. That's just, when a card just has the reaction where you're just, gets a nice little smile like this. Look at this. These stacked threes. Stack 3 of cups. I wouldn't mind a little pumpkin in there, a little homage to the RWS. But I get it. I get it. Kind of hard to see the 3 different cups, but thank God we know Roman numerals. Here's 4 of cups. I looked at this for a while. I had the number covered up. I said, I wonder if I can identify the card by the imagery and, without counting the cups. This actually took him a little bit of a while, but I kind of liked how that third one was, or the fourth one was still removed. Is that a hand? What the hell? Oh, that's it. It looks like a tear coming down. Okay, all right, that's a bit of a twist. This looks like a face with a tear coming down into that. I don't really get that, but maybe in the appropriate time, that'll be the right message for someone. Maybe myself. Man, I guess if you are missing something, can't get the pieces together, I guess it would cause a tear. Here's a 5. Oh my God, well, gotta put blood in there. Gotta spill, tattoos and blood. That's a good mix. Yeah, it's a sad cat. And got some birds. That birds are wilted flowers. Kind of looks like wilted roses, or actually roses that have yet to bloom. That's pretty nice imagery. Turn around, kind of see what you got working for you, and seeing that those things are what sort of bloom in and kind of take over, so you even forget what the 3 that you lost. As these 2 are just in the becoming stages. I'll take that positive spin on that card any day of the week. This is not too tattooy here. No, you see what I'm saying? This is more like comic book, these characters. Look at the difference. Just look at the difference. There's a little sneak peek. A sneak peek of the ace. See that, mate? This is tattoo character. This kind of feels like coloring book. But nevertheless, it gets the message across. Gets the damn message across. How about this sexy little card? That wonderful feeling of just beginning the creation process of just trying to decide what the hell you want to do with it. This is a particularly good card after a period of difficulty, right? You experience that contrast. You kind of know automatically what you don't want, and you can consciously focus on the feeling of that which you do want. Oh my God, what a wonderful aspect of the manifestation process. I like that card. How do you like these purple borders on this? I'm telling you, it feels like these borders got darker as they were sitting. These really look purple now, but whenever I started, they were pretty damn blue. All you got to see those cups in that order, stacked like that, and automatically, you know straight away what's going on. And the moon's the same. It's the same character moon as the RWS. Man, you know right away. 8 of Cups. Here's a 9. There's no character there. There's no character there, but you kind of get that same blue tablecloth. Now, it's so strange that I picked that out of all these wonderful things on this card. I thought that was pretty cool. The 10. Look at these tattoo hands holding, right? House right in the middle. Very, very symbolic. Oh, no, wait a second. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on a second here. There's 2 damn 10s. There's 2 10 of Cups. What the crap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh, that is a surprise. I'm going to have to just decide. This is another 10 of Cups. You guys probably know this because you've seen a million of these things. But how about that? How do you like them apples? I think I'm going to keep that one. That's more tattoo. This is like immediately recognizable. This is an old throwback. I bet Simon knows about this. Those old decks that have the rainbows all the way through. Just the straight up rainbow all the way through the Ark of Cups. I'm going to put this one aside. Not by the side where my death card is. That's my favorite card of the deck. But this is the card I'm going to use. This is the 10 of Cups. That was, oh, they snuck that in on me. They snuck it in. Okay, here's our little imaginative page. Doesn't even have a character. The most important thing? Oh, that koi fish. I got a ginormous koi fish right there. Can you see that? Can you see my koi fish? No, you can't. I can't twist like. There you go. How about that? How about that? This is my Page of Cups tattoo on my arm. You got the Knight of Cups. Oh, look at the negative image on that. How absolutely appropriate. The most active character of the court in the most passive suit. Really all about kind of going within yourself, right? This is the card of introspection. You're kind of looking into really nothing. You're not looking out at anything. You're looking into something. Magnificent imagery, Lana Zellner. Yeah, that's a great use of negative space. The idea that this night has nothing to do with out there world. This has to do with in here world. Oh, that's quickly becoming one of my favorite cards. It's no death, but it's pretty good. All right, the Queen's beautiful. I have no idea why she has 2 naked mermaids next to her, but all right. I mean, you know, boobs are boobs. I'll take it. King of Cups. Look at that. That looks good with the purple border. No character in here. And there's no real sense of this being a precarious position in life. You know, that King of Cups, I've talked about the King of Cups before, man. He's just, oh, man, the fire position of the water suit. Oh, man, he's got to be responsible, and he's the most creative of them all. I don't really get that, but it's a beautiful card nonetheless. Okay, moving on. Moving on. 23 minutes. My God, this video is going to be so long. Here we go. Ace of Wands. Ace being presented. Beautiful woman. Receiving, looks like a castle coming out of her head. I don't know what the hell that is for, but okay, I'll take it. You're going to give me a castle in someone's head, I'll take it. 2, another beautiful woman. Redhead this time. All right, choices. What you gonna do? Of course, you got the world in there. Bam, as soon as you see that world globe, what in the world are you going to choose? 3, awaiting. Notice the left hand, people. Do I need to link the Hang 10 Tarot tag below? Look at that left hand waiting to receive. Sorry, Southpaws. That's just the way it is. How about this wonderful? I love this. This was the first wands that I painted. And it really veers from the, from the imagery of the RWS. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The wands are stuck in there like a cocktail straw, and it's just, I just think it's wonderful. I just think it's beautiful. I think it's balanced well. It's designed very well, and it has nothing to do with, with the deck that I'm familiar with. All right, here we go. Moving on. Moving on. The 5. All right. All right. Kind of expected and I was kind of hoping that the 8s would have just the sticks, but the 5's cool, It doesn't have any negative undertone for me, even though it's considered a 5 life difficulty. This really is all about what the fire's about, man. I see this, I said mix it up. Get in it, man. Get the hell in it. 6. Beautiful. How do you love how these wands came out with the red borders? The red Sharpie just layered in so well. It takes 2 stripes to go across each side. And the red is the one that just blended the two. Whenever they overlay each other, they blended them over so well. It looks like it took 1 stripe to go up, or 1 strip to go up. Here's 7. There you go. Yeah. Put your heart into it. Let's go. Here's 8. I'm going to have to think about this. I have a couple decks that have the wands coming down. A couple decks, my Pagan Otherworlds, have the wands going up and sort of beginning. So we're just going to have to see what the hell comes through the intuition whenever this card comes up. We're going to have to just kind of see. We're just going to have to see. How about the 9? Don't really understand the imagery on this character. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think. I mean, I'll get something eventually. I just saw this for the first time as I was painting it. That kind of, I don't know, is that a shield? You can definitely, it's blocking his heart like the traditional character, holding that wand in front of him. And you don't really get that he's the strongest. I kind of wish that this guy was like kind of buffed out, kind of buffed out. Because that's the most positive aspect of this card, is the idea that, man, you have really strengthened yourself from all that shit. What else? How about this 10? Got another raven or another bird. Unexpected card, but I like it. I like it. Interesting how the 10 has the red around it. Well, that's going to come up with me. Oh, it's also the same red around that bird, which complements the border so well. I'll get that. It's kind of like an itchy rash. That 10 looks like an itchy rash. It's like you're doing too much. Body syndrome. Your body's going to break out whenever you're doing that anyway. That's fascinating. Okay, the Page of Wands. There's no character. There's no female. There's just a fox. Just a fox. I kind of would like there to be like a beaver on this. You have an eager beaver. Beavers are always said to be just always ready to go and always ready to act. And eager beaver would have been there because I think any Page of Wands is all about getting ready to really kind of get rolling in that fire suit of movement. Okay, so we did the female knight. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Sexy ponytail, good little shading. I wonder what that's. Yes, that's called just tattoo blush. All these traditional characters have that heavy, 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 heavy blush under the eyes. It's really cool. Really cool. Wait a second. No, wait. That was the knight? Yeah, that was the knight. Here's the queen. No character in the queen. Just a cool tattooed hand. Not that I'm a fan of tattoos on real life people. But in a card like this, alrighty. Alrighty then. Yeah, man. The Queen of Doing. Talk about loving your life. King of Wands, again, we go back and we don't have the, like the traditional tattoo guy. This looks like a comic book guy. I still like it, but it's not really tattoo to me. And then it gets into the final suit, the pentacles. Wait till you see how I did this. The green was the most difficult to go over the edges, man. It was just like, so I actually had to keep on going over this like 10 times, and I'm really shocked. No matter how much I rub it now, it just does not come off. And it actually turned out so much cooler than the first time I did it with these, with the borders. So much cooler. What the hell? I got the knight? Wait a second. I didn't put these in order. Well, okay, so my pentacles, my coin suit is going to be a bit of a shit show in order. It's going to be a bit of a shit show. I'm not sure why they put those little groundhog things on the 3. I don't know. But the borders are pretty badass. You kind of get it, though. I like that they kept the same, structure of that, with the 3 of coins. You kind of know that you know exactly what it is, but I'm curious to read the book to find out. What's up with the groundhogs, man? I don't know. Well, what card's next? We got the mystery suit next. We got the Knight of Pentacles. We actually have a knight. Look at that. Just kind of prizing the work that needs to be done, right? That's almost like putting a shrine around that coin that represents just doing your life, just working, being in the world, man, just working at it, doing it. I love it. I'm loving these green borders on this. I thought my green was going to be the worst one, but I kind of like them the best. The Queen, beautiful tattoo image. Beautiful tattoo image. Really great. Goes well with that earth green border. We got a king here doing some honoring of his coin. The dude is wealthy. Here's the ace. Oh, this is on the box. That's why it's familiar. That's on the box. I mean, you know, it's just great imagery. I thought this was an oddly and strangely beautiful card. The 2 of coins. Just really great shading. They got the, you know, they got the same things back there, and what an interesting character be doing this like acrobatic thing, and still with the inferred infinity signs, just saying this is just what it is. This is just managing your life, ups and downs. Really great. All right, here's another 6 that puts a little smile on your face. And I like it they had the green sort of around that hand, saying that that's kind of given with the chakra of the heart. Dropping those coins. Dropping those coins. I know what that's all about. Okay, here we go. The 4 of coins. I remember seeing this card and it just didn't resonate with me. Not at all how I understand it, but I'll be able to translate that no problem just because there's a skull on it. Pff, yes, I will take it. I will take you. Skull. Yes. Skull. All right. 5. I didn't know what the hell was going on with this card because I couldn't even see the coins on this thing. I was like, what the hell's going on, man? When I first opened it. Here's the lightning bolt. Here's the lightning bolt that missed the tower. It's crashing down on this poor lady. Be kind of cooler if it was snow, wouldn't you think? You know, maybe just an idea. Just an idea. You know, she's outside of the church, kind of wondering what the hell's going on. She's holding something in her hand. Looks like a dead fish. Oh, no, she's cut. She's bleeding. Got to put blood in the tattoo deck. Oh, here's a fantastic card. How about instead of the guy leaning on his shovel or spade or whatever the hell that thing is, a wand in his garden, how about this? We just got the growth from that. Right? I think the most ideal view of this card is the idea that there's just, it's working, it's satisfied, it's a 7, it's a victory, it's a success, you know, the great manifestation, but it's natural to want more. So I think I'm going to imagine just like a space there that like, oh, another coin would fit there perfectly. You know, it's a natural process to just manifest, create, look forward to it, have it manifest, enjoy it, create. Oh, man. That's probably my favorite 7, I'll be honest with you. Not that you asked. Here's an 8. There you go, get to work. Looks like actually she's in a lab coat or something. Not so tattooy. Yeah, she's got the blush. It kind of looks a little coloring bookish. But I get that you kind of get straight away. It is the 8 of coin. This is a great tattoo. Look at the darkness in this with this wonderful 9. Got that raven on her hand. Same pattern, basically. I wonder if that's the exact same pattern. I got to go back and look. I wonder if that's the exact same pattern in those grapes. That tells you right away, man, just how they're arranged down there in that sort of right there. You don't even need the rest of it. 9. Delicious 9. And the 10. Oh, I don't even remember coloring the borders on this. I just must have grabbed it. But this just gets the crux of that. Obviously not in the same tree of life pattern, but it's still a gate card because they're so removed from the scene. So they kept that aspect of it. Nicely done. All right, so I'm going to just look at that. I'm going to show my most favorite card of this deck. As I say goodbye, it's certainly nice to be back in the YouTube, and yeah, I'm probably about 3 months late for showing a the Tattoo Tarot deck unboxing, but I hoped you liked mine with the added colored borders and colorful commentary. All right, guys, I'll see you in the comments below. Bye.